before he died, Stevie came up, and the two of them talked, and I kind of listened and said a word now and then, and they decided, he told Stevie just the way they discussed how it would be, and he seemed so contented with the idea that there'd be a party. It doesn't have to be a funeral, it can be a party because we're celebrating his life, not his death. And I thank all of you who've come from far and near, and my children have come from across the country and thousands of miles away, and all of you to be here. I know how much it would have meant to him. Thank you all very, very much.
Harry was a very important part of my mother's life. And there are a lot of different ways in which things can happen in a person's life. And I think that the time that my mom had with Harry was very fortunate for her. I gather was for him also. But I personally feel, and I think the rest of my family feels, a deep sense of gratitude to Harry for the way that he treated my mother.
Amen. Thank you.
I would just like to add one thing to that, and that is that even when he was in his last days, when he was not in pain, but he certainly wasn't comfortable and things weren't going the way he would have liked them to go, he was a gentleman to the end. He was very undemanding. He was always courteous to me and to some of the nurses that helped take care of him. He never turned on anyone. People from hospice said, does he ever berate you? And I went, what? She said, well, you know, sometimes when people get very sick, they turn on the person that's caring for them. I said, it's just the opposite. He is more considerate, more thoughtful than he's even been before. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. His only concern was that he'd be a burden to him. You remember that, Steve? And we tried to assure him that that was not so. But he was a gentleman inside and out, right to the end, and that's a hard act to follow.
I've taken every test that came out, turned me out to be this person that you're seeing here today. I noticed Mary brought a Father's Day card that I gave my dad back in '80 when I realized that how much he meant to me. And some of us love our parents earlier, and some get closer later. And all of this stuff, my dad's, he's definitely not into stuff. And each time he came here, I got more and more embarrassed by the stuff. So, I just wanted to rent a little place around the corner to keep me more comfortable, because that's who my dad is. And, he's quite the guy, and I will miss him dearly. And it is amazing that, this guy who wouldn't beat me or give me a spanking when I was a kid, I'd have to sit and listen to a 2-hour lecture. How all of that apparently did sink in. So here we are, and I just hope that when it's my turn, I can go as well as my dad did. I feel very comfortable that my father didn't go through pain, and that he lived a very, very fruitful, exciting life. Thank you all for coming here. I appreciate it. I mean, we don't get to see each other and get to talk, as he was the bond that, quite frankly, held me together with his family. As I'm not the most sociable person in the world, I'm kind of a loner and a separate person, but I hope that you all know that this home is yours and you're welcome here at any time.
Good.
Okay.
We're all
How
spending the
about
night.
next week?
We're all staying here till Thursday. We'll set up.
Anyway, that's my feeling. And, how about you, sis?
I'm not much for talking in public.
We're not public. Stevie, he was very proud of you
Well,
with your stuff. I know, he didn't.
It's the Chicano,
Not the Emmys, the Grammys.
It's the Chemis.
Hey,
it's the,
It's the Chemis.
you're not shooting, are you? Oh,
No.
gosh.
No, I'm not shooting at all.
Well, sometimes she's up in because to me, I see him as a great leader, advocate, real social activist, you know what I mean?
yeah.
He started the Great Panthers,
Very kind.
The guy
No, he's a great guy. I mean, I always
he met my parents, and he was like, he loved my dad. My dad was talking to him about, he was a farm worker. Not a farm worker, so
I've met a lot of people.
Remember his dad was a shepherd when he was 7 years old?
Where?
Trying to market this ViewCon. It's the greatest
You have some more wine, it's if you can.
printer, excuse me.
I know, it's like, hello, HP, this girl wants you.
Okay, Smith, how much am I going to make off this commercial?
I don't sell this thing, I just bought it. Uncle Sandy's got it all wrong.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, if you want a $100,000 duplicator, digital duplicator, no problem.
Oh, wow. Does it like attach to this view cam?
I said after the first 400 pounds.
You ever see that poster?
Follow the steps. Number one, put your elbow legs. Number two, kiss your ass. Oh God, that's great. Oh man.
I'm the middle.
Bring for $100. Get the high speed.
No, it's not on yet. Oh, he's watching when he taped it. He taped through. Yeah.
Your husband is like an institution, that's all I can
That's what
say.
people like about
He
it.
gets mad when
See, it's
people
not
like,
in
they
your
find something
face,
his and
it's
they
not
open up
heavy.
the door of his room and they throw it in and he gets so pissed. It's like you can't
Now what
walk
is Daniel
in.
doing?
I was going through pictures the other night trying to find something for Ryan, and I looked in and found this one. It was like he's in drag and some kind of big pink looking dress with his beard.
He was a Russian women's basketball player. They give them lots of hormones, he kept telling everybody with a big beard and the big hairy chest.
Beautiful in a dress. I haven't seen that picture.
Marilyn Monroe, wasn't that
Did you
great?
get Scott's address, Smith?
Full
Yes.
head of hair. Big
Do you have
black
it with you,
beard.
like in the Wizard
He
or
kept
something?
dribbling, and he kept
Where do you
dribbling the
keep it?
basketball.
I'm just kidding,
and
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
"Give us
Do you-
lots of hormones.
Give it to me before you take me to the plane. Give me Scott's
That
address.
was a good
Look
point.
at Libby with all those beautiful palm trees behind her, shuffling in the wind there. My goodness.
He's not shuffling in the wind.
So the palm.
Smith says he has it, but what I was just getting is Deke
Don't worry, I called information.
and Jody have moved. Neil and Irma, some people may not have their new address. Scott and JD have
Julius
moved
Caesar, where
fairly
are you?
recently, right?
You're mean.
And then, for
I'm
example,
not
Deke has
mean.
an
Get me on
online
that darn
address.
thing.
I already have
Neil
you
has
on it.
a internet address.
Oh my
Kids
God.
has an internet address now.
So many have internets altogether.
Prove you don't have a bald
Well-
spot under that hair.
Let's see.
Sure. Well, that's and I have a way.
Well, I would, but-
You know why the Japanese.
How many years ago that was? Are you looking at what's been already recorded?
No,
Brunhilde.